Yeah, weird. It was having problems a second ago. Story of my life. I don't even know if this is broadcasting to the internet. Thank you for opening back up GameSack, but I don't know if I want it right now. Get captions for your audio or video. Why would I want that? Right, live streaming. Let's have a look. See if this is listed as public, private, unlisted. It is listed as public. Alright, so it is outputting to the internet. I can see myself and can I hear myself? It is listed as public. Alright, so it is outputting to the internet. I can see myself and can I hear myself? It is listed as public. Alright, so it is outputting to the internet. I can see myself and can I hear myself? It is listed as public. So it is listed as public. Right, okay, so that's working. Great. This isn't anything serious. Like, it's not like a super serious live stream or a main thing or anything like that. I just wanted to see if this would work again as a setup, as an option, as a place to do this, and it does. But everything that was on the desk has to be removed, including the Wii U, which is now back in separate pieces. So it's not like something I could just immediately fire up and get into. Also, the lighting situation here, as soon as I sit in front of it, everything's dark. So, it's not ideal. If you remember this sod. This bootleg Gunpla. Here he is. He's lost his antennae because it was made of really cheap plastic. And his shoulder part is missing as well. And I could have sworn it was somewhere in this big box of, like, console parts, PSPs. I sworn it was in here. I went looking for it a moment ago and couldn't find it. Yeah. Be like me, have 3 PSPs. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Little shoulder piece. Yeah, I don't see it. No. I see it. Bing! There it is. I knew it was in there somewhere. So yeah, the morning's been spent doing work on the office. Making it less messy. Finding a place to put my VHS copy of To Kill For, starring Tracy Lawrence. Sex, frequent, moderate. Violence, frequent, strong. Boy. Anyway. Wanted to put some time into building some models because it's been so long. And this guy has been incomplete for months. There's a monitor here that you can see. This is set up to a Windows PC that I will mostly be using to play very old PC games. I need to figure out where I got up to. So, torso and arms. So, head. Torso, arms. Build 2 sets of legs. That's where we're up to. So we finished putting the yellow bits into the hands. That's where we got up to. So, C2, C1, PC7. Got to refamiliarize myself with these spools. So I'm going to need C's, PC's, and E's. And B's. Okay, so C2. So there must be a similar looking one that's C1 then. Should be a similar looking C1. ABS. C1 is on a big spool. C2. We need PC. And we need E and B. E, I'm pretty sure I know where E is. That's E. E2. E1. E1 and E2. So E1 and E2. And this one's got E1 on it. And I need... So C, E, PC, and B. B will be the white part, presumably, then. And there's two flavors of B. B1 and B2. Okay. I don't know what's more efficient to undo all the parts I need or to do them in order. I usually do them all in order. Let's get the watch over there. Usually do them all in order as I need them, so I find the correct spool. But if I'm going to need PC7, then I will clip out PC7 now. Oh, yeah, that's the point. I should probably use my tweezers and my tools. Which reminds me, I need to find them. For that helps if I know where they are. Generally speaking, that is useful to know where they are. Where would they be? Bottle of water. No. Hard drives. You know. I swear it, yeah. I had it earlier today. I was tidying up my box with my like named parts: Bianca, Shion, Sarah, Lakers, winning Fumina. Just the parts that were left on the spools in the original boxes. Oh, that reminds me. Sorry, I'm getting heavily distracted. Coffee that I just made. I've stirred a hot chocolate powder into it. One of those, like, you buy a sachet of options or whatever and it's 45p. Just put one of those in the bottom of my coffee machine cup before I pressed go. Nice and sweet. Shouldn't need a sweetener tablet in that. I tend to make those like healthy options really sweet now because they think that's what people want. They think that's what people want, is them healthy. Anyway, in terms of tools needed for Gunpla, pretty much just the snippers. Got some different screwdrivers and things in here, but I really only need the snippers. Just want to add a pair of snippers. If I don't, I'll just file it down instead. And it's been so... yeah, here's the snippers. Got a little, oh no, that's the tweezers. I may end up having to put stickers on this. Pretty sure this one comes with a couple of stickers. Oh, whose eyes were the... Oh, these were Doraemon's eyes. That's why they're in a weird section. And the grey hand was... Fuck, who was the grey hand? Because that's come loose. I think it was... Bianca... No, Bianca had the pink hands. I don't know. Let's put him in Shion for now. figure it out later. I don't immediately have my clippers, which is surprising. So okay, I'll have to grind down as I go. It's just the clippers are the best way of getting stuff out of the spools. You don't hurt your fingers as much. So those are the PC7s. So as it stands, I don't need anything else from that spool. So that can go back in the box. Right. C22 and C12. So C2, 2. Yeah. This plastic doesn't pop out as nicely. I need the clippers. I haven't got them, I'll have to improvise. But I don't do improvise. And yeah. Why would that be the one thing I would lose? Let's see. I don't have anything else that can... The knife isn't exactly ideal. I have to just pop them out and file them down. Clippers are really ideal. I assume what happened was the clippers were left out originally when aha! So when I did the initial cleaning of the office, the items that were kicking around, I had no choice but to find a spot for them quickly. Went on one of the units that I built. So yeah, C22 and C12. So that's C2, 2. C1, 2. Goes into E1, 18, and E2, 18. That's not right. Because that's B. I'm looking at the wrong one. E. 18. It's really nasty plastic. Is this a Temu purchase? This was a like an Alibaba purchase, or one of these, like one of those sites a very, very long time ago. I started building it, and then I never got round to finishing it because the office was in a state of flux at the time. And today I just decided, let's see if I can get the office set up in a situation where I can start streaming from it again. Right. Tightly fit the parts as far as they will go. This, that way, goes into the hole that way, like that would appear. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay. I see how this works. As far as it goes that way. And then... see... like that. That looks about right. God, this plastic bends. The quality of this is so bad, it bends. I don't think that's quite how it's meant to fit. Definitely shows the part with the hole facing up. I think that's how. So the angle wasn't entirely clear on the illustration. God, fucking hell. But it's meant to be. Like... No, no, not diagonally. Not diagonally. It's gotta be... facing... like that. In as far as it'll go, and then... Yeah, but that's pointing the wrong way now. Why is that pointing the wrong way? I remember why I gave up on this kit for the longest time. Because, this bootleg stuff is pretty bad. Where they've taken, like, an existing kit and then... like, reverse engineered it to make a bootleg. Some things are, like, a little bit... ever so slightly wider or bigger than they should be. And then... there we go. Whew. The plastic that they make them with is so dog shit. Right. So E1 and E2. E's were the red. So E1 16, which is this one. And E2 16, which is this one. Like, if I cared, I'd paint these up. I think the bootlegs I might, because they just they just look so bad. I figure I might spray a couple. I'm sure I can get hobby paints without spending a fucking shit ton on them. Let's try and figure this out. So, aha. Okay, and that gives us a bit of... Oh yeah, I see. There's a white piece that will come along there. And that's the B2, 4, and B1. B2, 4. Thankfully, it doesn't appear to matter if I mix B1 or B2s. So otherwise, I'd be lost by now. Treat yourself this Christmas and get a legit... There's no need for me to buy any more kits. I am currently awash with kits. When I went to Insomnia 71 this year, I bought £200 worth of kits. I know, that was a lot of money to spend, especially on Gunpla, especially knowing that I was about to be made redundant at my employer, but it was a case where it was so cheap in that situation. I was getting kits for about £15 where they would be 25. You know, I was making seriously good savings on the Gunpla, so I bit, knowing full well that it was a bit expensive. And I've since then bought 2 more kits, so official kits. So I don't need to buy myself any more Gunpla as it stands. I've got plenty to work with. Router. But we're connected on 5G. To hear that you don't think I'm very safe. Right, okay. B1. So that way, with the small slanted part pointing that way, this comes down... and clicks in. Oh, they want me to do this. They want me to kind of clip it in somehow. I suspect that that stays in place once it's been put in the shoe. Because it doesn't feel like it stays in place. So that one. Oh, I heard that one click. A little bit. Soon figure it out. So that goes into our shoe. Hey, we've got the white part. Hey, that kind of looks like a Gundam shoe. Kind of looks like a Gundam shoe. Not amazing. What's the link? Is that like a Gunpla resource? Oh no, Johnny's been hacked. He's coming in and recommending Gunpla models. Yeah, I would never recommend that somebody buy cheap and cheerful. Well, I wouldn't call these cheerful. These are bad. Right, C112, C111, and C11. So 1, 11, and 12 on both. One, 11, and 12 are these two. Thing is, I haven't sat down to just build a Gunpla model in so long. I've just been so busy. Told myself that outside of online assessments, I'm not going to do any job search related stuff today. I'm supposed to be doing some stuff with my brother, but Gorlips. But he's feeling a little bit under the weather. So I had this space of time in the afternoon. Miserable weather. Nobody wants to go anywhere. Fuck it. I'll build some Gunpla. Here we are. That way. And then how do these connect? I don't know. So with it facing that way, pointing, that's the same shape. No. Okay. C1. They're pointing upwards in the picture. In the pointy edge. Does it go like that? Have a look at what a built one looks like. Right. A built one has this bit pointing like that. That looks about right. Stream keeps freezing. That is very interesting. So I'm using XSplit instead of... I'm using OBS instead of XSplit. It seems like my laptop is better with XSplit than it is with OBS. I think that's right, because this can bend. So that's got to be right. The instructions aren't awfully clear. But for my reference, I'm trying to build one of these. So let's have a look again. Yeah. God, this is so fidgety. Hole is at the bottom. Hole is at the bottom. That way. I think that's right. That seems right to me. Push. I think that's right. I mean, I'm going to go with that. Next page. B15, B16, B25. B25. B26. And then there's a PC in between and then a 7. Right, okay. I was confused why we weren't taking 7 out. If we're taking the awfully similar looking 6 out, and that's why. So B25, B26. This one. B25. Oh, B15. B16. The snips are paramount. Okay. So, pointing that way, part of the leg goes in somewhere. It should be clear where. This? Doesn't quite fit if so. But I take it that connects in. Yeah. It's just where they've reverse engineered it really isn't the right, really doesn't feel like the right width for that. That's a bit too thick. Maybe it is. But that seems like the obvious place for that to go. Yeah, the instructions are not clear. On a lot of Gunpla, the instructions are not clear. That obviously goes into something in the leg. Right. With it pointing this way, this connects into something. Presumably this hole, because that is the only place that can connect. Really do our best to get it in there. Don't really want to have to, like... Oh, God. Right. That is meant to go in there. And I take it that goes in there? It's not abundantly clear. Or perhaps even... Let's have a look at the way that that appears on the page. God, it's so confusing. It looks like a pair of underwear. It's like a pair of underpants. With it going in... Is it going in at an angle? Like that? Does that feel right? Doesn't feel right. Show me what it looks like attached. Yeah, okay, there is sort of like a spike in the leg. Aha! Connects there. And then there's a grey part that connects into these two holes. That feels very weird. That feels very weird indeed. Right. Again, it looks like we're building these the same way, so this one goes in the hole, in the grey one. Should take some effort, because the way they reverse engineered this, it's a little bit tricky to get it right. Ow. Then that one goes in there. Okay. That's starting to look a bit more respectable. I can't remember which one was 1 and 2, which one was left and right. So we're bound to have some fun. D18. Looks like it's the same part regardless. Which works for me. Which one is D1? D1. Don't think I've come across a D1 yet today. So B, B, C, C, A, B, D2. D2, that's a weapon of some description. D1. Okay, D1, 8. Yeah, I see it. See the part I need. D1, 8 are these two thingies here. It's starting to get dark now. It gets dark so early this time of year. Never liked when it gets dark early. It makes you feel sedimentary. Locked up indoors. Right, so these two holes on this one are going to match up. And it needs to go in a shape that attaches like that. So yeah, that is a very complicated leg, but yeah, that's how the leg should look right now. That is, ugh. That's how they should look, and they do match up. It's so oddly specific, that shape. It does look like it's coming apart. It does look like it's coming apart. Right. B27 and B17. Back to these. B27. Alright, yeah, this is the other white panel on the shoe. On the leg, rather. Should both match up, and they should just both connect. Right, any concerns I had that this weren't right have mostly dissipated. However, it still doesn't quite completely connect. Even giving it a... some pressure. Oh well. This was purchased as a learning experience. The whole point was to... Oh, I put that in without the PC8. Maybe that's why. The PC8. Yeah, it would make that much of a difference to the overall shape of it, but yeah, okay. Need a PC8. God, this is such a weird piece. I don't like the weird rubber that this one's made out of. Oh, come on. The one place it can roll, it will roll. There's the Gospel according to Gunpla. And how does it... that way? Yeah, it doesn't matter which way that goes in, because it gives it a rectangle to work with either side. Alright, okay. So now, put it in the wrong part. Ha ha ha. You'll show him. Ha ha ha. What's that supposed to mean? Right, okay. Now, we should be good to go. Yeah, that hasn't done much about that part not attaching. But you see that one clicked just fine. But this one, nuh-uh. Made exactly the same way. I said made exactly the same way. Right, okay. So, need to attach... I'm confused. A20. Which one's A20? Oh, red, isn't it? A... that's E. E, B, 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 F. Oh, do you reckon A is the blue one? A is the blue one. A, and I've got some different color pieces down. Right, yeah, it's on this blue spool. A20. Yeah, delicious. Must eat the plastic. Right. That way. Down as far as it will go. Right, okay, into that slot. Yeah, I get it. That one as far as it will go. That's pretty standard. Right. B1. Looks like there's another bit of leg that goes on this side. B1 and B1 1, B2 1, B2 2, B1 2. 2 1 2. Wasn't funny last time, and it's not funny this time. Right. B1 1 and B1 2. Or B2 1 and B2 2. And B4 4. Yeah, I think when I bought these, they were something like 3 sets for £30 or something like that. It was something ridiculously cheap. And I thought, I'll give them a go, because, you know, bootlegs can be fun. Oh yeah, look at that. That clicks on just fine. Okay. This is such a weird build. I'm sure it's, like, a weird build in its original, like, official kit as well. It's such a weird build. Yeah. Such a strange build. And this part needs to go upside down on with the lipped side. Aha! Yeah. Okay. Seems pretty like that. And then, woohoo! Okay. Which means we're now ready to clip these onto the shoes. So, that's why we needed that PC piece. Oh my god! That actually resembles a Gundam leg. Oh my god. This actually resembles a Gundam leg. Apparently, we've only built the feet though, because now we have to build the Ritut leg. Implement fell off. We need to add some C pieces together to create each of the connectors. Oh, we're actually close to finishing the main body. It's not bad. Right, so the C pieces were the grey, weren't they? Yeah. So C 1, 10, 5, and 9. Oh no. 10, 5, yeah. 10, 5, and 9. So C 5. Slightly up. 5. Was it 10 and 9? Yeah, they're the two that are right next to each other. So that's easy enough. Well, this is down as an experimenting stream, but I think... Oh, no. Have I missed... Oh, that's alright. Only one of these has a weird long part on it. Right, okay. I was worried for a second. I thought I'd cut through something important, but I had not. If I had, I would have pulled out some super glue. I haven't had to super glue anything yet. No, there's a long part here that looks like spool, but that part isn't on that one. That part is important and does need to be preserved. So where I might have thought, ooh, I can cut a little bit further. No. But it's alright. I didn't cut the wrong parts. That's fine. I'm not expecting this to look awfully impressive when it's built, but I am warming ever so slightly to the way it looks now that we've got the legs more or less completed. Kind of impressed. It does feel like it's not going to stand properly, but that's fine. So that was C1. No, that was C1. I can't remember. We'll soon find out when we try and build it. Right, so C... C110 at that angle, that with the hole pointing upwards like that, into that. Oh god, the molding on this is so bad. Will you autofocus? Will you do that for me? Will you autofocus for me? Will you do it? No. Okay, well. It has to be... pointing upwards like that. That's the right way to build that one. Right. Now I know roughly what I'm doing. Again, that way. So up at a diagonal. It does kind of rest a little against the inside to stop you from putting it in the wrong spot. Oh wow, this one doesn't line up at all. Ugh! That was the sound of me applying force. Just make sure that that is... yeah, all the way up. Okay. That slots into the top pointing... how does that connect? To connect to something? B1. Meant to slot in. But it doesn't quite go down far enough. That is odd. Pointing out that way. Yeah, that's what makes sense. Let's prove it connects like that first. Which it does. Now can I... Slot that. Does it go further? Does it go at a different angle? Aha! That needs to go further down. Destiny Fighter Kit. Yes, this is the ZG. How's it going, Acid? The ZGMF X42S Destiny Fighter. This fucking piece of garbage. But there's certain things about this kit that are weird, and I think they're also weird about the original as well. Because I would have ran into that roadblock there with the original kit as well. They give you plenty of images to work from, you know. You've got examples of what it should look like. Gives you plenty of examples to work from. Lots of photos. So it's on me that it didn't quite feel right. Yeah, it really needs to click. Yeah, it's a fake copy of a real kit. I feel like that is facing the wrong way on that one. Is there a way to fix that easily without undoing progress? Because the leg is pointing the wrong way. I built essentially two left legs. That's the working leg. To one side. Yeah, the issue is right at the very first step of this leg. So I've got to undo. But I've got a good idea how I got here, so that's fine. It's less than ideal. Don't have to undo it all. Just have to get this bit off. Which is taking a surprising amount of convincing. I need to get this off. At least it can be undone. At least it can be corrected. He says, for some reason, really having to yank this one apart. Again, I'll put that down to the plastic used, I think. Oh my god! What the fuck? I didn't use any glue! Wow. It absolutely snapped. It absolutely snapped. That is so odd. I'm going to write a scathing review of this bootleg Japanese toy that I bought from China. Yeah, somehow I don't see that being a valid thing to complain about. Right. Will the internet be nothing but GTA 6 this week? I hope not. At the same time, I want a GTA 6 announcement, but I'm not I'm not ready to have an internet that's nothing but that bullshit the whole time. That one isn't going on as easy as it did last time. Ugh. Wow. It's almost like these parts are only ever designed to go on once. Oh dear. Right. Right. That is now pointing the right way. That needs to be... down as far as it can go. And pointing outwards. You know what? I may now have built his leg backwards. Which is something I actually have a stunning skill at doing with Gunpla. I actually end up building a lot of my legs backwards for some reason. No, I think we're good. Pretty sure I do at some point have to go back to the camera girl and fix her leg. This one now goes in, pointing at the right side. It's not like it really matters with a cheap bootleg kit anyway. Yeah, I've built that the wrong way. That's that really is something. Hey, Spoonbill. So he's gonna look funky when he's built, because I built him wrong. Right. Coffee time. Oh, that was a good idea, having hot chocolate sachets here to stir into the coffee machine coffee. Right, let's build the waist. Maybe he'll feel better once his waist is built. Maybe he'll feel like really confident about himself. God, I wonder what that feels like. C1. 36 and 33. 33. $33. 36. Building just one of these. It goes into 34, 37, and 35. 34, 35 here. And 37, which is this one. I was going to ask if you want to get headshots. Oh, yes. This stream was an experiment. I'm happy to stop it at any time, but I might as well hang on, finish the waist, because once I've built the waist, the legs can connect together, and basically, at another time, the waist won't take too long to build. C1 36, 33 into the 30s. Yeah, okay, I'll message you. Because once I've built the waist and I've attached the legs and waist together, basically, that's him almost complete. And he'll look way better than he did for the last couple of months sitting here incomplete on a shelf getting knocked around, which is what's been happening to my robots. So I've been working on this room. Okay, so this one connects with this one. Pointing outwards at that way. Pointing that way. That. Connects to that one. I hope. Then this one. Ooh, this one's a little bit confusing. With it pointing out. Uh-huh. Oh, the wing backpack will be compatible with 30-minute sisters. That's good to know. So I will eventually, kit bash with the sisters. Right, I think it clips in. It's difficult to say. how that's meant to clip, because it looks awfully confusing. Aha. Think. Yeah, there's a little bit of plastic on it for me to line it up. It's subtle, but it's there. A little bit of plastic to help you line it up. And I like that that's there. Oh, does it go in the other way up? Yeah, it feels like it goes in the other way up. Yeah. Yeah, that feels right. And then yeah, to create something like that, which will then slide into the top of this somehow. So it point in that way. This. Oh yeah, I see the connector. Right. Okay. Yeah. That looks like a crotch to me. I don't know. I've seen quite a few robot crotches in my time, and that looks sufficiently crotchety. B122. And that should slot right in. I said that should slot right. Yeah, there we go. Nice one. Now we've got some finicky bits here. Build a couple of sets of this. Yeah, because they attach to the sides over the legs. Okay. So, we're almost done with building the waist. And then I'm going to go grind some levels in Fortnite. Do some dailies. Right. I think this is A. A number one roller rager. A2. This one. It's real nice having a setup for Son of a bitch. It's real nice for having a setup for doing this sort of thing again. I figured that what I can do going forwards with live streams is just fucking surprise you guys sometimes. Like today we're streaming Wii. Today we're streaming today I'm gonna open my Sonic Origins unlicensed crystal mud containing a modern Sonic plastic toy inside a fucking tub of Sonic Origins fucking bootleg bullshit. You know, we could do anything in here. And no one would ever know. Just me between you and me. E1. That's B2, right. B123. B123 is this one. The office is a separate space, and that's going to work in its favor for being an entertainment hub. Well, you really won't know what's going to happen next when you watch an escape route stream. D1 E1. Such a tiny bit. Don't like how that's cut. Right, so what the fuck is going on with this bit then? Actually, it doesn't look that complicated. So, A2 connects to this one. How? In the nude? Well, you can't see me from the crotch down, so you really don't know. But no, generally speaking, if I'm live streaming, I'm wearing clothes. I'm not one of them people who, even when they've got the VTuber rig out, you know, I'm still wearing clothes, so don't worry about me. Nothing untoward going on there. I'm pleased to report that I am a staunch believer in the clothed world. I am not a nudist. And we don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. This connects how? Like that? Yeah, because that's the only place where there's holes. So it has to be like that. It looks so strange. You know, sure enough. What's with the red there, then? Oh, that's his penis. Right. So that would connect on the front here somewhere. Like that. Yeah, that's his penis. Look at that. It's robot penis right there. Might be his ass, actually. Monkeys have red asses. So B211, B1. B211, B111, B211, B111. Okay. Build 2. E1, 17, E2, 17. E was not these. These are C's. E's were right? Yeah. E 117. Wow, that's not kept on very tight there. You'd expect another connector on that piece. It's also a very small piece. Really finicky pieces on this build. That probably wouldn't be half as bad if it was a decent quality plastic. Pointing upwards. Pointing downwards. Like that. Okay, and then they connect to the other piece, which is the D1. 2 of those. C1. E1. One. Ooh. Yeah, they're great. It's been a while since I've taken from this one, so yeah. Whoa! Mahusiv? Look like a weapon out of Halo. Got that kind of feel to its shape. Seems awfully big. Yeah, sure enough. D1... Oh, because I'm taking the wrong one, that's why. D19. I'm with you. Well, I'll rescue that, because we don't need that yet. I was about to say, that looks like part of the fucking skirt or the back panel or something. Yeah, no, this is the one we need. If I'd seen that piece on its own, I would have said part of a shoe. Right, okay. So, let's figure out how this goes. So, this piece... B11. Okay, hold on. Need to make sure I'm doing this right. Does this clip in anywhere? That way. I think I see. Let's try connecting this side then. So where would the... Wow, that looks awful. Oh, yeah, okay. They're implying that you need to do it in that order, and you really need a better... Still need a better setup for building this stuff. No, it needs to be the other way. Yeah, it kind of looks like a leg, doesn't it? I need PC5, two PC5s. You've got a lot of these weird rubbery pieces. Sometimes I do a build and there's none of these weird rubbery pieces, and then on other models there's like 50 of these little rubbery fucking pieces. When you're on these, you know, you're basically building a joint. It's very hard to fuck this up. So that in that one. That in that one. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be no stream tonight, probably. Garlips and the teeth area coming around. Right, legs go on first. Oh, that looks like a leg. Holy shit. That looks like a leg that folds the wrong way. Gone back to model making. Hey, Sushi, yeah, just, this was an experiment to see if, like, the office was set up for this sort of thing. Like, if I could make the office set up for this sort of thing. Yeah, he's not going to stand. I've totally fucked these legs up. I've totally fucked these legs up so bad. And then... How do these connect? Oh! Did I build these wrong? I think I did build these wrong. Right, where am I? Where have I gone wrong on this? Legs off. So far it looks okay. The issue is when things don't line up and it's, oh yeah, that's my fault for totally building things in the wrong fucking direction. Basically, these that I thought I had the right way round need to be this way round. No, that's still not... Yeah, like that. And it isn't always abundantly clear where you've gone wrong until you're several steps ahead and you're like, gee, why doesn't mine look like that? So now I've got to try and figure out how I had this connected. That way. I'm so glad that this was relatively easy to fix, because sometimes it's really not. And you end up being in a world of hurt. It looks like it should just fucking attach there, and I mean that's where it attached before. No. It's definitely where it goes. I've done screwed myself over again. If I take that out, it attaches fine. So where am I going wrong here? Is it just not going in all the way? What have I done fucked up here? Three pieces pointing upwards. Fuck. Means it's got to go in that way. But that just doesn't feel extremely tight. Is that right? No. If I take it out, it fits perfectly. Does that mean I fucked up somewhere? This is a tricky one. Fucking son of a bitch. You've gone behind the fucking cooler, haven't you? Right. Anything else? Let's see. Only appears to attach sort of that way. Which is wrong, according to the picture. Am I missing a piece somewhere? B122. Oh. Why doesn't that slot in, though? That's where that is meant to go. Ah! You little fuck! And we were missing a piece. B122. Figured you out. Oh, B121 is the one we're missing. Hold on. So was I trying to fix... No, I wasn't trying to fix the wrong item to the wrong spot. That's all right, then. I'd be a bit concerned after it clicked. If it was the wrong one. Right. This one needs to come off. Ah. Let's have a look at that comment. Did you hurt your finger? No. Just it. You hear the click and you're like, yeah, that's it. Oh, this clips onto here. Right, okay. We had attached his penis, but we hadn't attached his pubic hair. Now Mr. Gundam has his pubic wig. His merkin. That's what they called him there. Right. There we go. Yeah, so because that doesn't quite match up properly, he's going to struggle to stand because he's got 2 left legs. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't give a fuck if he's got 2 left legs. Because all that matters to me is we've got as far as attaching these side parts. This guy is so... Oh man, I can't tell if it's the quality of the kit, the quality of my building, or both. But he is living up to his reputation as a bootleg kit from somewhere in China. He's living up to his reputation. Bless him. He kind of looks half decent though. I reckon, like, these bootleg kits, what you could do is get some like rusty colors and spray them down with like rusty colors, and then you could just break their legs off or have them like sitting in a display or something. Because with a bootleg kit, you wouldn't mind, you know, using them as set dressing. But yeah, he looks okay. Right. I'm going to go do my Fortnite dailies. This was an interesting experiment. But I'm going to bounce now. And I'll finish him off some other time. Just fire up the stream sometime. Now that, you know... So what's all this... So once again, did they give me loads of parts I didn't need? We got the picture of the spools and which parts are unnecessary. Oh no, there's like a fancy backpack. There's like a shit ton of parts. Yeah, in terms of pieces not used, it's just mostly the joint pieces here. Most of those, but everything else is basically used. The kit. Right. Yeah, anyway, fun experiment. I'm gonna bounce now, but yeah, I've got this space set up for building, so there's that, I suppose. Thanks for coming. Boneless.